All right, as everybody knows who's watched this show before, we like to start off the show with a little memorabilia, and I've got some today. It's pretty cool. This one's from 2010. Check it out. Dodger Magazine from 2010. Look who's on the cover of this thing. I mean, look at that. Clayton Kershaw, Chad Billingsley, Hiroki Kuroda, and Vicente Padilla. Those were our starters, or they were going to be, in 2010. There they are. And thank you, Mark Langell, for such a great publication. I hope he puts out a lot more of these. I might have to subscribe again. Haven't had a chance to get these in a long time. But Dodger Magazine is still pretty cool. Wish they had a version of it online. They probably do. I don't know. But a lot of great information in these. But love these. This one's in mint condition from 2010. How about that? Good shot of everybody. Look at that. Yeah, there's Kirsch and Billingsley. Wow. Yep. Anyway, I'm Randy. You know who you are. Let's start the show, shall we? How about a 10-count countdown? Wow. Nobody's playing ball yet. As I said, I'm Randy. You know who you are. Come on in. Pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. The best, first, and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your LA Dodgers. This is a show where we'll show you some memorabilia, play you some home run calls. I got one for you today. Check out an injury report. Got a mini one. It's a couple days old, but we can still talk about it. And we'll also do some shout-outs to this day in Dodger history and some quick hit trivia and other cool stuff. Something very cool for those of you out of market or even in market. They don't have Spectrum. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. All right, no baseball today, but the Blue are still getting set for their series with the Padres in Korea. Before they do that, they got one more game. They played one yesterday. We'll mention that in a few minutes. But they played one yesterday. We got one tomorrow, Monday, 3 a.m. Monday. We'll tell you about that in a little while, against the Korean national team. Yesterday they played the Kaiwoon Heroes. We'll get to that in a few minutes. First impressions of Korea were kind of messy to start. I don't know if you heard about this. Well, there were a lot of fans who showed up to greet the team and Shohei and all that in Seoul. Unfortunately, one bystander decided to take it upon himself to throw an egg at the team. Yeah, and it missed Dave Roberts by inches. According to Jiho Yu, an English-speaking sports writer for Yonhap News, who was on the scene, the local police and airport authorities are investigating the situation, and as of now, there's no additional information on the incident. However, it doesn't appear that the egg hit Roberts or impacted him or the team in any way, especially since they won their game. And that certainly was not cool, so hopefully we can win the fans over with our style of play in the next couple of days. Don't you think? I think that'd be a good idea. Okay. News and moves. We got 31 players on the squad for this Korea trip. They allowed us to take a few more than we need. That's a good thing. Here's something that's kind of interesting. I don't know if it means anything. It doesn't. It's a do you care. But remember outfielder Andrew Toles? Well, he hasn't played baseball since 2018. But it's been reported that the Dodgers renewed the outfielder's contract on Wednesday last week. Because they do that the last 6 years they've been doing it. And like always, Toles has been placed on the restricted list and won't take part on a roster spot. Dodgers continue to decline any comment about what they do on this, and they don't appear to have ever publicly commented on the situation. But it's pretty widely believed that the team makes this move annually to show their appreciation for Toles and to keep his health insurance going while he's dealing with some serious mental health issues. So way to go, Dodgers. Thanks for keeping up with a really good player. Nice gesture to keep a great player healthy who just had too many mental problems to keep playing. But, that's the kind of thing teams should do every once in a while. Take care of their own. Andrew Toles left it out on the field, didn't he? I like that guy. Good style of play. Speaking of guys with injuries and other things going on, Will Smith had some back tightness and was on the team, but in limited action last week. He was scratched from a March 13th game against the Mariners with lower back tightness. But Dave Roberts said he's not really concerned about it. He took him out just as a precautionary action. Smith tweaked his lower back in the weight room the other day, and soreness crept in a couple days later. And hopefully he didn't wrench his back on that long flight to South Korea. Ouch. It's a lot of sitting. Was it 13 hours, something like that? Yeah. So hopefully he's going to be okay. And they say he should be okay for the San Diego series in Korea. Blake Trinan got a comebacker in the ribs the other day, actually last week, March 9th. Did you guys see that? The video's still online somewhere. Got some good news the other day, March 13th. The right-hander already knew he had avoided any damage to his rib, but after throwing a successful bullpen session, he's progressed, looks good. He's expected to be out on opening day roster and possibly making an appearance in Seoul. That's good news. Blake Treinen, take care of yourself, buddy. We need you. Don't get hurt again. All right, and speaking of other guys getting hurt, Emmett Sheehan is still recovering. Dave Roberts said Sheehan's availability for the 2-game series against the Padres will probably be affected by the fact he hasn't faced live hitters this spring due to lingering general body soreness. Take an aspirin. No, take some Tylenol. Anyway, Sheehan played some light catch on the sidelines, and the skipper said that Sheehan is still weeks away from game activity, unquote. So we might see him in the next couple of weeks, but we got to get the guy healthy, because even though we got 4 or 5 guys to start with, we need Emmett Sheehan this year. We're going to see a lot of that guy, right? Right? Yeah, we need that guy. All right, whenever I do this, it means fun stuff. Yeah, fun. Well, the whole thing's fun. It's a podcast, after all. Did you guys see this last week? One of the cool things that happened last week. Cole Roberts, Dave Roberts' son, took the lineup card to home plate to meet his dad, doing the same thing for the Dodgers. Cole plays for the Rockies, and before the Dodgers-Rocks game last week, they took some neat pictures at Lineup Exchange. Maybe I'll have to put a couple on our Facebook page. Cole also made the final out of the game. He only had 1 at-bat in that game, made the final out for the Rocks. And the kid is only an A-ball, but some say he's got a pretty good chance to make it. So good luck to you, Cole Roberts. It'll be fun to see him, and it would be more fun if he gets traded to the team sometime. When we get him, he gets to play under his dad. How groovy would that be? All right. We got some shout-outs today, some cool ones. Old friend from way back. Known this guy, are you ready? Are you sitting down? Known this guy since 2nd grade. I won't tell you how many decades that is. But that's a huge Dodger fan. Bobby K, cool guy. Used to work for Variety. Now he still does a lot of movie stuff around the world. Does a lot of film festivals. He puts them together. Bobby K, man, huge Dodger fan. Shout out to Bobby. Also on the list today is Ann F., Eric N., Ella D., Maria V., Miguel G., Christopher Y., Aaron G., Roger E., and you and me, and B Fox, because he is El Zorro. Shout outs to the house. Thanks for watching Let's Talk Dodgers, everybody. Tell all your friends, Let's Talk Dodgers right here on Facebook and in YouTube. All right, tell your friends to watch. Like us on Facebook. Hit the subscribe button in YouTube. And we're always talking Dodger Blue. Always talking Dodgers in here. Doesn't matter if it's a holiday or not. It's St. Patty's Day. I'm wearing green underwear. You can't see it. But we're always talking Dodgers in here. Doesn't matter if it's a holiday. Doesn't matter what day of the week it is. We're always talking Dodgers. That's for sure. So come on back and do that if you like hearing us just rattle on about the Dodgers. If you have fan mail, you can toss it here on the Facebook page, or you can write to letstalkdodgers@gmail.com. If you write to me that address, no guarantees, but I might send you a home run call. We have a home run call for you right now. And we'll talk about it in a second. But Freddie Freeman did this yesterday against the Kiwoom Heroes. The Kiwoom Heroes. They weren't very much heroic yesterday, were they? Dodgers beat them 14-3. The first run on the board was this one by Freddie.
Towering fly ball, deep right field. Lee goes back. It is gone. It's long gone for Freddie Freeman. Dodgers on the board first. Some big-time power from Freddie Freeman. 4th home run of the spring for Freeman. Makes it 1-0.
Yeah. Doesn't it feel good to hear Joe Davis back on the call? One of his first games back. He's in Korea with the team. Haven't heard him all spring. He hasn't been on. He's been busy. He's probably been doing a lot of football and basketball. I don't know what he's doing. But anyway, I got to say this. I don't know if you guys agree. Tim Neverett and Rick Monday have done an absolutely great job doing both the simulcasts and just the TV cast without radio some days. Some days, those games, they played in the spring, Camelback Ranch, some of them were not on the Dodger flagship radio station. They were not radio broadcasts, only on TV. And those two guys did simulcast and TV. So good job, Mo and Tim. Love hearing you guys. Mwah. If you know Mo, say hi from me, because, he'll remember me. I gave him some Brooklyn Dodger air checks of Vinny and Jerry doing the games from New York in their last couple of years there. So I don't know if he remembers, but we'll see. All right, this day in Dodger history. Before we do that, let's do some Dodgers celebrating birthdays the next couple of weeks. We got some big ones coming up. You kidding me? Let's see. In 2 days, so that makes it Tuesday. On Tuesday, Kirsch is having a birthday. Man, now you get this one. This will make you feel old. Clayton Kershaw is going to be 36 on Tuesday. Wow. Yeah, that's right. This guy right here. He's going to be 36 on Tuesday. He was just 20 a few minutes ago. Anyway, and Will Smith, the end of the month, is going to be 29. We'll be talking about him in a couple days. We'll probably do another show before his birthday. All right, on this date, March 17th, St. Patty's Day, reminds me to talk about Kershaw because that's when I first saw him in 2008 at spring training. Well, on this date in 2008, a lot of things happened. Dodgers lost to the Astros 12-10 in their last contest at Dodgertown, the team's spring training home since 1948. 81-year-old Carl Erskine, who pitched the first game at Holman Stadium 55 years previously, plays the national anthem on his harmonica before the contest. That was very cool. In fact, it was on TV, and there's probably video of it online. Look in YouTube. But the cool thing about 2008, if you remember, another international thing was going on. Boston was going to meet the A's in Tokyo to open that season, just like we're going to Korea to open the season this year. Well, Boston and Oakland met in Tokyo, in Japan, and the last week of Oakland's season in the Cactus League, they left. The Dodgers took their last week of spring training, moving from Vero Beach after today, into spring training at, I guess it was in Scottsdale where the A's were. And guess what happened? I met our friend Aaron G. down in Tucson when the Dodgers played the Rockies at High Corbett Field, which they don't use anymore. That was the Rockies' home. And so 2008 is when we first met in person. We knew each other before that because of the online stuff. But extra shout out to Aaron G. because, man, he's been a lifelong Dodger pal ever since. Dodger Devil fan, because we both went to a minor university, right? No, major university. And speaking of which, sidecar to this. Since Aaron and I are both Dodgers and Devil fans from ASU Sun Devils. This weekend, my ASU and his ASU Sun Devils are down in Tucson again playing the Arizona squad in baseball, ASU U of A game. They've been on live stream, and I've been hearing through the grapevine that Barry Bonds not only was a great Giant, but he also was a very great Sun Devil. He's down there hanging out with the team. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but hey, if you're down in Tucson, go check out the ASU U of A baseball game. You might see Barry Bonds hanging out. A Hall of Famer? Would be. Well, he could be. All right. On this date, that's what happened in 2008. All right. Let's do some stats of the day. The team ended their Cactus League play the other day with a record of 13-5, tops in the Cactus League, so that's a good deal. While the league and spring training continue without the Dodgers there, they're playing the 3 more games and the Freeway Series against the Angels when they return from Korea. So more on that later. They ended their league play with a, get this stat, they ended their league play in the Cactus League this spring with a plus 46 run differential. Tops in all of baseball, including the Grapefruit League. Precursors of things to come? Maybe. I realize it means 0, but hey, I like that kind of stat. Yesterday in the Kaiwoom game, as I said, Freeman and Hayward. Freeman went deep, of course, but Freeman and Hayward, are you sitting down for this? Did you see it? Freeman and Hayward together, collectively, went 6 for 11. I realize it means 0, but hey, I like that stat. And yesterday, the Dodgers beat the crap. I mean, they beat the stuffing out of the Kaiwoom Heroes. They were not, or the Kiwoom Heroes. They were not heroes at all. They lost to the Dodgers 13-4. I know. It doesn't mean anything. I get it. It's spring. But I mean, when you can beat the crap out of somebody by that many runs, that's a good team. Anyway, here's something special for all you guys that watch. First of all, we'll do some quick hit trivia, and I got some secret stuff. Shh. Tell everybody to leave. Turn off all the... All right. Quick hit trivia. Tough one for today. Tough one. Only you guys older than me are going to know this one. When Don Drysdale was making his run of 58 2/3 scoreless innings, remember he had the record before Oral Hershiser. Well, he had a run of 6 straight shutouts in a row to get that record. In doing so, he blanked one of those teams twice. Who was it? Was it A, the Houston Astros, B, the San Francisco Giants, or C, the New York Mets? Answer in just a few minutes. Secret stuff, okay? Over the past few years, we've enlightened you, those of you who do not have Spectrum or Sportsnet LA or wherever you hear it, AT&T, they don't have the Dodger games on TV every night. We told you that MLB66.IR, the betting website from Iran was the place to go. Well, in spring they didn't have Zero, they had Zip. But they're going to probably be back this year. But I got something better than that. Another 2 great sites you can use, and you don't have to even pay anything. You don't have to oversee it. Nothing. First one's very cool, and thanks to another shout out to Aaron, who told me about it a couple months back. It's called MLB Streams. That's the name of the company. But you'll find it at this URL address. Whenever a game comes on, go to MLBwebcast.com. 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 And when you get there, you'll get to a page. You go down, you select our game. Then it'll take you to another page. And there's 2 screens on it. Go down to the second screen and hit it. If it's not our feed, go up to the top of the box and you'll see home and away buttons. Hit the home or away button, whichever one we are in that game, and you'll get our feed. How's that? Shh, don't tell anybody. All right, the other one is right here in Facebook, if you're watching Facebook. It's called Blue Live Streams. Now, we have a page called Let's Talk Dodgers, right? Well, some guys they used to pass it around like Cracker Jacks, and they'd have it, you have to ask your buddy, hey, who's got the stream in Facebook tonight? Well, it's in a page called Blue Live Streams, and what do? They stream every game as it's going on that day. And what's cool about Blue Live Streams page in Facebook is if you miss the game, well, you can tune in about 4 hours later and watch it. So if they're playing in the daytime or 3 o'clock in the morning, you can watch it that night because it'll be sitting there recorded. You just watch it. Sometimes they take them out of there, but I don't know how Facebook lets it go for 3 hours straight. I don't know how that happens. But anyway, Blue Live Streams in Facebook. So, and did I mention they're free? Yes, they're free. Did I mention they're free? Yeah. All right, let's get you out to the ballpark. Here's the Dodgers' upcoming schedule for the next couple of days. Last night I said our team beat up the Kiwoom Heroes 13-4. That one was shown on SNLA, surprisingly. I was shocked they had it. Monday morning, that's very early, tomorrow morning, the Blue will play Team Korea. And that's a 3 a.m. game, Pacific Daylight Time, and of course Mountain Time. We're on the same time now. So that game is in Korea, and it's against Team Korea. Now, Wednesday, our time, Padres at 3 a.m. It's going to be Tyler Glasnow and Yu Darvish to open the real season. That's the beginning of the 2024 National League Series. See, National League, as Rick Monday would say, the championship season. The season opens on Wednesday, March 20th at 3 a.m. Pacific and Mountain Time. All right? It's against the Padres, Glasnow, and Darvish. And Thursday, next day, March 21st, also at 3 a.m., it's going to be Musgrove and Yamamoto. So that's going to be fun. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the first game of that opening series, I mentioned this last time, we're going to be the visitors in the first game. And the second game, the Dodgers are going to act as the home team. And right after those games are over, the team's going to fly back home. And on Sunday, end of this week, the Angels come into Dodger Stadium for the first 2 of 3 games in the Freeway Series. You got that? So March 24th, 25th at the Ravine. Then they'll move down to Anaheim, play the final preseason game on March 26th. And then the regular season will resume, not start, but it'll resume on March 28th when the Cardinals come to Dodger Stadium. Everybody get that? If not, rewind. Oh, okay. All right, quick hit trivia answer. A few minutes ago we asked you, when Don Drysdale was making his run of his 58 2/3 scoreless innings, and he was racking up a total of 6 straight shutouts during that run, while doing so, he blanked one team twice. Who was it? The Astros, the Giants, or the Mets? Anybody get it? It was the Astros. They beat them twice in that run. Okay. All right, don't forget Sportsnet LA. You can always view and hear post-game interviews and other great videos at Sportsnet LA's website, particularly now since they're doing the games, SNLA, sportsnetla.com. I'm sure during the rest of the time here we can see some great content on their page. For now, they have a zillion cool highlights on their main Dodger page there, so that's pretty cool. Don't forget to listen to all the other great baseball podcasts out there. As I've said earlier, if you're watching from outside of California, you miss local interviews, or even if you're inside California, you miss local interviews. Check out Dodger Talk with David Vassay right from KLAC 570 AM. That's our flagship station. They just take the interviews. They put the complete Dodger Talk, 45 minutes cut down from an hour, no commercials, on their site or on their app. And David Vassay also sections out the interviews he does. So if you only want to hear 6 to 10 minutes of just the interview of each guy that he does, you can do that too. It's all in that podcast. So download the app called Dodger Talk. And don't forget, I also tend to leave some pretty cool Dodger content about the team on our Facebook page, Let's Talk Dodgers. So check back from time to time. I did not check recently to see what's up on the Dodger YouTube page. So let's do it together. I'm surprised. Let's find out. It's youtube.com/Dodgers. I'm typing it in right now. You can hear me doing it. And right now on their page, they're showing what? They're taking a look back at Dodger Fest. Okay, so the same thing's been up there for a couple of weeks now. No big deal there. All right, we got it. All right, so we're going to be back again probably around the end of the week or maybe after the Padres series. I'm not sure. If we have some time in the between or maybe in the middle of the day to give you some highlights, we might do that. Remember to check back. I'm going to try and put the highlights as they come up from Korea after the game at 3 o'clock in the morning is over by 9 in the morning. So if you miss it, come back to the Let's Talk Dodgers page. I'll try to have the highlights up for you, all right? Very cool. All right, so Dave Roberts, when you open up against the Padres to open the season on Wednesday, what's your feeling about that team? How do you want to act? What's your strategy?
I want to beat the crap out of this team.
Yeah, that's the right spirit. That's the right spirit. All right, I'm Randy. You know who you are. Come on back next time. Pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. I'll see you next time. I'm not sure when it is. Keep watching the page, all right? Okay, deal. Let's go. Way to go. Nice show. Thanks for watching. Play ball. We're getting ready. And one more time from Dave. What are you doing, Dave?
I want to beat the crap out of this team.
See you, everybody. Go Dodgers. Bye-bye.